You are 55. You sit on a bench in a park 3 blocks from your old office. It is 10:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. The sun feels warm. The air is quiet. To anyone passing by, you appear to be a man who was fired, or someone with nowhere to go. You seem like a man who has failed. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. It's a group chat. Your former colleagues are complaining about the fluorescent lights, the 11 a.m. meeting, and an urgent email from a client who doesn't remember their name. You don't reply. You haven't replied in 7 months. They think you're consulting. They believe you are taking a break to find yourself. They think you're just one bad month from returning. You aren't. You are retired. But you won't say that word. If you say it, the wall you built over 30 years comes crashing down. If you say it, the world will start asking questions you'd rather avoid. So you sit on the bench, wearing a jacket that's 12 years old, watching the world run a race you walked away from 6 months ago. This is the retirement you can't share with anyone. Rewind. You are 25. You stand in a kitchen, eating cold pasta over the sink. You just received your first big paycheck. You do the math. If you spend like everyone else, on the apartment with the gym, the car with the screen, and drinks on Thursday to forget about Monday, you'll be doing this until you are 65. You look at the number 65. It feels like a different planet. You look at the pasta. That night, you make a choice that will alienate you from every friend you have for a decade. You decide your life is worth more than your lifestyle. Everyone else is upgrading. Mike gets a Tesla. Sarah buys a condo with floor-to-ceiling windows. They are leveling up. At the office, people discuss their vacations. They talk about the grind like it's something to be proud of. You listen, you nod, you say you're saving for something big. You don't explain that the something big is the ability to never see them again. You keep the Corolla. You stay in the apartment where the radiator clanks at night. You pack a brown bag for lunch every day for 5 years. People start to notice. It's not a compliment. They call you frugal to your face. They refer to you as cheap when you're not around. You become the guy who skips the $80 steak dinner. You become the guy who isn't fun. You feel the sting. You are human. You want to show them the spreadsheet. You want to yell that you have $100,000 in a brokerage account while they carry $40,000 in credit card debt. But you don't. Because once you show them, everything changes. If they know you have it, they expect you to spend it. If they know you're winning, they'll try to pull you back into the race. So you let them pity you. You let them believe you're struggling. You realize that looking poor is the ultimate disguise. You are 35. This is the hardest year. The gap between your reality and their perception is vast. You are a millionaire. On paper, you could buy Mike's Tesla in cash without a second thought. But you're still driving the Corolla. It now has a dent in the rear bumper. You attend a wedding. Everyone talks about their portfolios, their houses, their success. You see that for them, success is a performance. It's a mask they wear every morning. They are stuck in a cycle of needing more to prove they have enough. You sit at the table and realize you have nothing to share. You can't discuss your life because your life is a secret. You have built a fortress of freedom, but the walls are invisible. You feel a strange loneliness. You have won the game, but there is no scoreboard. There is no trophy. There is only the quiet click of the deposit button every month. You understand that true wealth is the absence of an audience. You are 45, the golden handcuffs year. The company offers you the director role. More stress, more meetings, a salary that would make most people excited, but it requires the look, the suit, the country club membership. the presents. You look at the offer. You check your spreadsheet. You realize you don't need the money. You haven't needed it for 3 years. You've been working because you feared the silence. You turn it down. Rumors start. He's lost his edge. He's burnt out. He doesn't have the drive. You let the rumors grow. You embrace them. You begin quiet quitting before the term even exists. You do your job well, but you stop chasing. You stop performing. You become a shadow in the office. You are 54. The final day. You don't have a cake. There is no retirement party. You don't give a speech about moving on to the next chapter. You simply tell them you're pivoting to some personal projects. You walk out with a single box. You get into your car. A 5-year-old Honda now. You finally upgraded from the Corolla and drive away. You expect to feel a rush. You expect a celebration. Nothing happens. The world keeps turning. The office keeps buzzing. By Monday morning, your desk is filled by a 24-year-old named Tyler. And that's when it hits you. For 30 years, you worried about what they thought. You feared their pity, their judgment, their laughter. And in the end, they weren't even watching. You are 55, back on the bench. The retirement you can't share with anyone is the only one that matters, because it's not based on a title or a gold watch. It's based on the fact that you don't owe anyone an explanation. Your brother-in-law asks if you're still looking for work. You say, "Yeah, just waiting for the right fit." Your old boss calls to pick your brain on a project. You say, "I'm busy right now, maybe next month." You are the richest person they know, and they think you're a cautionary tale. You check your watch. It's 11 a.m. The meeting is starting. Somewhere, people are arguing about a spreadsheet that doesn't matter. Somewhere, someone is buying a car they can't afford to impress people they don't like. You stand up. You walk toward the trail that leads to the woods. You didn't win by getting more. You won by needing less and saying nothing. The race is over. You're the only one who knows you won. And that is exactly how you planned it.